In this lesson, we're going to be going over using resources. There is a variety of resources available on the web where you can do some reconnaissance on the target that you are engaged with. One good resource is Monster. Now, Monster, if you're not aware, is a job searching website. You may be wondering why we're going to go to job searching websites to research information about an engagement or a company that we are working with. Well, the reason for that is very often companies post information about the types of infrastructure that they have. So let me show you an example. We're just going to look for systems administrator. So I've got a lot of jobs back here. And if I look down through the listings, I can see some information about the types of systems that different companies are working with. So here's an example here. I happen to know that Cybercoders is a headhunter, so it's unlikely we'll find the company name here, but we can pop this open. You can see that they are looking for somebody who has experience with Windows, Cisco, Citrix, and healthcare. So it's a healthcare company. It's using Windows, and they're also using Cisco probably for their network hardware, and they are using Citrix for probably some sort of virtualization solution. So that's a lot of information that we now know about this company. And if you were to plug in a particular company as well as a job like systems administrator, you could turn up all sorts of information about the types of infrastructure that they are using. This is a company called Akibia, and they're looking for somebody who does Unix, Apache, and Tomcat. So there's another company that's provided information about the types of systems that they use. So again, you can see Monster is a very good resource for finding information about the types of systems and software that companies are using. And the reason for that is if you're looking to hire somebody, you're going to use a site like Monster, and you need to post the types of job requirements and the skills required. And so if you start looking around for a particular company and you look for the right jobs, you're going to be able to find out the types of systems and software that they are using in-house. Often, in addition to the Apply Here button, you may see an email address at the bottom, and sometimes it's something like HR or jobs or careers, but occasionally you'll see an actual recruiter's email address, and that can provide you some information about not only that user or that person, and you may be able to use that down the road in some sort of social engineering attack where you can pretend to be that person, where you have their name and also the position that they hold. You can also make some determinations probably about email addresses for other people in the company, and you may be able to use those as well. If you go to LinkedIn, you're going to find the same sort of thing where people who have previously worked at that company are going to list the types of experience that they have, and you may be able to figure out, again, the types of systems and infrastructure that that company is using. Facebook or other social networking mechanisms like Twitter, for example, you could do some searching for companies or users that you have found in other ways and see if you can find some information about things that they have posted about the things that they do at their job, the types of systems that they work with, or sometimes people will slip and post things like, we had a major outage because we were off on Apache. It's really not a good idea to do that sort of thing, but sometimes people make mistakes and they don't get caught. So there's all sorts of resources available on the web to find out the types of systems and software, as well as information about users and people within different companies, and you can use that to your advantage when you start looking to exploit vulnerabilities down the road.